Hi, Bernardine Evaristo here. Yeah, just going to read you a short extract from my foreword, which kind of encapsulates what I want to say. Today, I'm so proud to see the writings of all 30 mentored poets filling the pages of this landmark anthology, and heartened to see that many more British poets of colour have emerged in recent times into a more receptive publishing climate than ever before. We're not there yet, but the developments thus far have been enormous and impactful. The projects, the lobbying, the speaking out seems to be paying off, for now. The cumulative achievements of so many of the complete works poets sends messages to new writers that a career in poetry can also be for them. There are no longer a few Black and Asian poets carving out careers, often seen as examples of exceptionalism, but we now have scores of poets employing the widest range of poetic styles and sensibilities and operating at every level of the literature sector. Furthermore, I'm increasingly impressed with the quality of the poetry being published today, as well as the intellectual interrogation of ideas around poetry in the essay format. This is demonstrated so admirably in Mapping the Future, framed by Karen McCarthy-Wolf's brilliant and incisive preface. When I cast my mind back to the early 80s, when I first began to write poetry, there really was very little available to us wannabe Black and Asian British poets. No books, no support network, no guidance. Today's poets have structured schemes, workshops and courses available to them, and they can be inspired by the many poetry collections out there from previously overlooked communities. It is the ripple effect out to those for whom aspiration solidifies into ambition when they see that sustaining a career as a Black or Asian poet feels attainable. And I am so impressed with how today's new voices confidently handle poetic forms with dexterity and negotiate the slippery semantics and possibilities of language. The level of sophistication, even in debut collections, often astounds me. So it's amazing really to think that it's almost 20 years since I sat on the jury of the Next Generation Poets promotion, where 20 poets are chosen to represent the most interesting of the preceding 10 years, and no poets of colour were submitted initially. I caused a fuss, a few were submitted, one made the list. Wasn't good enough, was it? So then I initiated the free verse report with Spread the Word, and also the Complete Works mentoring scheme, initially with Spread the Word, and then it was taken over by Natalie Teitler, who actually ran the scheme for 10 years. I think we really need to thank Natalie for the way in which she led a scheme that was just so powerful in how it matched poets together so that they were mentored by people who were just right for them, the kind of networking that went on so that they were kind of included in the poetry sector in this country, and lots of other things such as writers' retreats and so on. And Natalie was just amazing. She gave everything. She went above and beyond. And so please let us acknowledge what Natalie did for this scheme, the Complete Works, 2007 to 2017, and actually, as I say in my piece, the ripple effect outwards. I'd also like to thank Neil Astley for publishing all the anthologies. He's always been such an incredible ally, and also for publishing this wonderful book. So happy to see it out there. Please, people, buy it. Give it as Christmas presents. It really is a landmark anthology, and this is a real cause for celebration.